illusionist.
Okay, so Door has the heal skill. No, he doesn't. Nope. No heal.
I swear one of us did besides Harball.
Guess who it was?
Rolled blind before.
That was probably Alberic.
It was.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Muffin Top never thought it was worthwhile.
So you've got a healing potion, or we can stay for the.
I thought you said there were no more goblins out there. There's a goblin. She's shaking her rolling
she's
pin
dead
at
now.
him. Eh,
Hold
They
on,
won't
ma'am,
hit-
hold on. There's none inside. You're fine here for now. Still,
eh.
we're working on it. We're working on it. I promise. We don't want to be in here with them either.
How far away is Kemperbad from us?
4 days by a river.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a hike to get out there.
You make a boat out
But
of
if
the
we did end
beds.
up at Kemperbed, we might notice her on her return. Or we could go up the river and try to intercept her. We'll have to... Probably
Alright.
after this, I'll want to do some math about how far she could have gotten.
Somebody from Kemperbad is probably going to notice because all the plants or all the crops are dying, centered around this tower, and so maybe.
Well, everyone who lived here is actually gone. I actually mathed it out a little bit earlier. The range on that might miss the southernmost village, which is already abandoned. And that's it. But it's still not enough for everyone to notice yet.
Oh, no. Actually, it's 5 miles.
Oh,
He's
5
got a
miles,
willpower
that'd be the whole damn
bonus.
map then, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
it's pretty
you know,
much the whole map. Yeah.
The phrasing of the miscast roll is very weird because if you look at it, it says willpower farms in willpower miles. So
it's
5
not all of them.
farms. Yeah, 5 farms and 5 miles.
So it's 5 random, and I'd probably start with the closest and work out. But yeah.
Which would be the abandoned one still. Yeah, that would get us halfway up the map there to affect things. So that's crazy.
I guess the reason I brought it up is to see if maybe a militia will come out to try to help us or investigate the tower and see the goblins out. I mean, we can certainly blame what's happened here on a horrible goblin, shaman. But
Now, you also have a diamond tiara that was on the goblin leader.
The body of the goblin.
if nobody has any objections, I'm going to take that.
Yeah, hold on to it. It's fine.
Okay.
And I want Durak, you are up there, and Garrett, you are up there, and Lady, you are up there. All 3 of you make perceptions, and Gertrude, too.
Alright, so putting on my coif again, rolling. 41.
Still succeeded, just barely.
Keep going. Okay.
Got good eyesight, though.
Such a pity.
But yeah, I was going down.
I'm re-rolling that then.
In terms of being rescued, we did send Harvold out to get some assistance. Undoubtedly, they'd come back at some point if we were willing to wait long enough. But that
Wait a
might
second.
take 4 days.
There's
They
still
left
a
just
horn
this
up
morning
there.
with us.
And the horn, yes. The
Yeah.
horn's
Well, if the horn is the
typical horn.
signal, just start blowing the horn again.
I don't think that's going to fool, though.
Fool them what?
It
Well,
might draw some attention.
it might draw them in. If they hear the horns going off again, they might assume that the goblins in here took the place back, and it's safe to come in. In which case, we just disperse in this place and then ambush them as they enter.
Vic, can you drag me down to the first floor?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see, that's you. There we go.
And just to throw out Weekend at Bernie's one more time, we put the old goblin leader on the bed, so they think he's just taking a sit.
And my torch.
Because every
It's
plan has to
true.
have one fake foolish thing.
That's
Thank you.
not a bad idea. If we try to make it seem like that there were more goblins in that killed us, and we blow the horn again, and then they come in to investigate, we might actually be able to do an ambush.
Yeah, we
I
just
guess.
hide out in these rooms here, with the doors closed, and then they come in, and when the last one is in, we just spring out, kill them in these narrow hallways. Goblin Slayer.
Not a bad idea. Any other thoughts?
Any plan
Again,
that
we
gets
do
them
have
inside would be good.
illusion magic, so that may be able to help sell our deception.
Sell the ruse.
Maybe if we have, like, are there windows in the tower or any kind of opening? We could see,
There are no
make
windows.
it. Okay, I was gonna say we could make like an illusion of one of us having our dead bodies tossed off the.
I'm gonna
Maybe
say,
off the roof
if you
of
were
the
gonna make an illusion of anything, just make an illusion that these doors aren't here, so they don't try to open them. So that when we ambush them, we're just coming out the walls instead of the doors that are so obviously here.
We could also kind of sell it by making like sounds of humans and elves dying. I mean,
I could probably do that.
might be able to hear that and think, oh, our guys are getting them.
I can definitely sell my own death. I've
Well, I
done
mean,
that
I don't
before.
know. The sounds that you would make to make them be heard at 60, what feet are they? Or 60 meters away?
Take a deep breath.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just might sound too obvious.
I don't know.
So
we
if
have
you guys want to prepare for the plan, I can go ahead and try to bait it.
But
Yes, you are a
yeah,
master
is
baiter.
it actually possible to get to the roof
No.
of the tower? Hmm.
No stairs up.
Yeah, no, it's the only entrance. It's been covered 100 times. We're trapped. That's why.
I'm not talking about entrances. I was talking about, like a tower you'd normally have like an open roof for people to shoot down on attackers.
Right, no, that's why I was saying, because we tried covering
Yeah,
this
this
when
seems
we
more
were
just like
talking
a
about
circular
shooting with
hall.
arrows at people. This is the
Yeah,
only place.
Fair enough.
All right. So what's the plan?
we devise a ruse to lure the goblins in, having them think that we have been defeated. First, we'll make lots of like death sounds. We'll kind of leave the door semi-open in the front, and then the horn will blow. And once they come in, we will emerge and surround them and kill them. Right? Does that sound like a plan? Because the only other option is that we
Yes.
hole up and wait.
I'd rather
agree.
not get caught in the siege, yes.
Yeah.
We make a lathe out of rudimentary items nearby. Okay. So you want to hide in nearby rooms?
We're hiding in
So-
these nearby rooms near the entrance. We're going to, they're going to make weird noises to make them think that we're dead. We're going to blow the horn in a way that, I don't know, summoning noise, the same sound that we heard the first time.
We all heard
On the
it.
horn, I'll make noises and it'll work.
Right, so that they'll be lured in, and when the last one enters
Okay.
the building, we will murder them all.
Put your tokens wherever you want.
I'm a ranged person, so I'm going to try to go up here so I can shoot them when they come down the hallway. Any other ranged people probably should take that other side too.
I think you should be behind a door
we should
first. Because they're going to see you when they walk in. We need you to be hidden so they can all get in here.
Up the
Yeah, dwarves
here.
back here. I have hiding in this little closet over here, I guess. The closet's not open, by the way.
Oh. It's
Yeah.
not, is it?
Now
Yeah,
pops a
I'm sorry.
goblin.
You see two local farmers. His husband and his wife, they're both tied up. They're going,
well.
Oh, shit.
Oh, one more
That's
thing
some
to
creepy
solve
shit.
first. 3 witnesses.
All right.
Well, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We're here to help. Most of the goblins are dead. Just need you to stay quiet for a little longer. All right.
I'd actually like the 3 of you to go up to the top and just stay safe up there.
Damn filthy creatures. Killed my servants. Attacked me. Took my form. Ugh.
Well, they're about to get a little revenge, so
Right, so she's going to go up there too. You sure? I can wield this rolling pin pretty wicked.
But somebody
Don't
stop
take-
that heartbeat from ever talking again.
Jeez.
it's all right. You're our reserves. We'll need
Okay.
moral support.
You sure? Let's see, that's gone. There we go.
Yes,
All
try
right.
not to get hapless civilians killed. I laugh because everyone's gonna die.
All right. So,
Don't forget
What
to
do-
move the dwarves.
where are the doors going? Where do you
Like
want
over
them?
here?
Over
is
in
fine.
here?
Yeah,
And
the
where do you
idea is
want
that they
door?
can come in this way.
Where do you want door?
Where do we want door?
With
Maybe door could just hang out with me and Durok.
You can hang out on
Yeah.
the hinges.
Or
Okay.
with Lady Typhane could work too. Lady
Okay.
Typhane.
Oh, also, move this goblin, because we don't need a dead body in the way they can see.
You don't? Okay.
Alright.
You know,
the
maybe
door
just
is
keep
gonna
that as a
handle-
general rule for all the dead bodies around here.
Yeah.
And what about the bed?
Well, they saw the bed already. There's no reason to try and move
Yeah.
that. Because they'll just see us
Yeah.
moving it.
Alright. So if we're ready for the ambush, unless you had another part of the plan, we can go ahead and do the next part.
Do we want to have like door try and make an illusory noise to the boss, like after the horn, like get in here, you gits or whatever?
If Dor wants to do that, that'll help me sell my death.
Conversely, did Dor ever hear the boss? Because Dor never left down here.
No, he didn't. He doesn't know what the boss sounds like. Let's see what he's got for spells, though. Petty, light, flame, arrow, sounds. So sounds can be do it.
You can
And,
make sounds of combat.
He can do an illusion. Except he hasn't learned it yet. Oh, wait a
Sounds
minute.
of combat is actually perfect. Do sounds of combat, the horn, and me dying.
Yeah, he's been casting sounds of combat pretty much.
I mean,
Or,
wouldn't you
sorry,
want
he's been
to
casting sounds?
change the order of
pretty much all
that?
campaign.
Sounds of combat, you dying, then horn? Because we want them to
Sure.
think that the fight is over. Not that we're still here fighting, since they ran away when we poked our heads out.
Okay. that'll
Okay,
work.
so here comes the sounds first. Yeah, he creates sounds of combat, and then adds into it the sound of you dying.
Well,
One
I'm
of you.
making the sound of me dying.
Okay. And then one of you blows the horn, and I will.
Oh god, they're everywhere! No, he's gone down! Help!
Let's see if they fall for the bait.
I was waiting for your actual death noise. See what you'd go with.
Yeah, roleplay.
Ah.
Oh no, he's eating her! No, he's gonna eat me!
Oh my
Oh,
god!
he's got his arm! He's got his eyes! No!
Sorry, guys, they didn't buy it. I rolled an 8 out of 100.
Oh, come on.
It's a good plan.
There
but
wasn't
they're
any
not
like
gonna-
attempt to like roll a charge against them or something here. I figured I was going for some kind of deception here, or like acting.
Go ahead.
They had 100 as a target number?
No, it's just a D100 roll, percentile roll, which is what all Warhammer is.
Right, but I mean, what was their success level? Because
Their success level is based on their intelligence. So that was a good roll for them.
right, but I'm saying we might have more effective people to roll
Go
against
ahead.
them.
I'll give you a entertain.
Okay.
Considering
they
have low
any
intelligence.
bonus for all the assistants?
No, just roll it. Let's see what you get.
Oh.
I
wanna
can't argue
re-roll
with that.
'cause I can't roll any.
Another fumble.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Nice try, but they don't buy it.
Dang.
Well,
What do you do?
I guess there's only one other thing to do.
What's that?
Meet our deaths as men.
No, hold on, Duroc. Get back here. Hold up for 1 second. We have one other plan. So, if I recall, how long could door make someone invisible?
Oh, it is.
So long as it's closed.
So, it is for Shroud of Invisibility. He hasn't learned it yet, so it would take him a long time. Yeah, he did that wrong back in Bogenhofen.
Okay, but how long would it last is the ultimate question.
It lasts for willpower bonus rounds.
And it doesn't break if you attack someone or anything, correct?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. So, Lady Typhane, what if you took one of the goblin arrows, went invisible, took the best shot that you could, and then darted back in?
Okay, I can.
Oh, actually,
Maybe
the
that-
spell doesn't. You are still perceptible to the other senses, like smell.
Mhm.
And the spell will come to an end if you bring attention to yourself by making large noises or attacking someone.
Ah, well, dang. Well, there goes the distraction plan. Throwing a rock at them would be ultimately equivalent to.
Oh, can I set up the bed as like a shield, like a siege shield, and then just shoot and then get behind it?
But the problem is that they keep going off around the corners so that they can't be shot at.
Yeah.
Or unless
Right,
you're talking
there's
about carrying it
using their
around
mobility.
with us like we were talking about before.
Yeah, they're not in sight right now of you. Even if you go outside right now.
Unless
they're
you're
not there.
talking about like Mastermind, the movie Mastermind, where you cast invisibility on like the bed and just hide behind the invisible bed.
Yeah.
Like the invisible car in that movie.
That's brilliant.
Because the bed's never going to bring attention to itself.
Oh, I guess the only other thing we can do is rest. I mean, unless we want to make a break for it, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I just don't see being sieged for any amount of time as a good thing. We don't know how much food is here. Also,
I agree.
I'm not the kind of guy who's going to stay here in a siege.
Right,
Well,
you were about 20 seconds from walking out that door.
Yeah.
If we at least wait until tomorrow at dawn, we would actually potentially have a better chance of slipping away. Like right when the sun is really low. but
Okay,
still-
Gandalf. With the sun to our backs.
I was gonna say Sun Tzu, but all right.
Well, I mean, it's literally Lord of the Rings because they got the goblin riders and wargs, and
That is fair.
we are on a hill, and you're saying sun's on our backs, so blind them at the crucial second.
Well,
Yeah,
unless
fuck
we
it.
want to try to smash our way through the stonework and through the roof, so we can get up and see
That
outside.
would be a bad idea to keep an eye on things. As long as we have the front guarded, we could set someone to do that. And if they already are planning on attacking tonight, which I think someone was already worried about before,
Hmm.
unless this changes their plans, that could also be an escape opportunity as well. So
Yeah.
I say let's break the roof up, try to get to the top, and get a better idea of what's going on first.
Yeah, you can try to do that. Okay, so, anyone have any spears or anything?
I
You can
have
start
a
stacking
spear.
furniture. Yeah, you can stack furniture to try to get up to the roof. The roof is wooden. And let me double check that. Actually, hold on.
I'm confused by what part of that needed a spear.
You need to be able to get close enough to start smashing through.
Right, just pile the furniture, as you said.
Let's see. This isn't it. No, that's not it either. There it is. Oh no. Actually, hold on. It's stone on top. Yeah, that's not wood. That's a stone thing. Here, I'll get you a picture. And let's do this. There we go. File copy, and here it is in Discord. Yeah, that's a stone roof. There's no way that's wood.
It's also a dome, which is also super inconvenient. I have one other
Yeah.
idea, but I'm going to have to
Yeah.
make this one super out of character idea. Not something Durek is coming up with. So if one of you guys wants to adopt it, in case it's a good idea, I say we send
Okay.
Garrett out there. So now it's your idea, Garrett. I'm just joking.
Hey.
No, but you have the ring with the symbol of
Yeah.
the cult. The woman that ran this place let the goblins in, which makes me assume that she's in league with them and that the cult is associated with them, which means that if you go out there and present the ring, they might think that you're an authority. Whoever.
I'm not sure the goblins are cultists.
They
I
might
think
be
that's
in
the-
league with, though. That's what I'm saying. She let them in. That was specifically said that she let them in here.
Didn't the halfling tell us that she left and then they just sort of moved in?
She let them.
Did I?
She let
She let them move in.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that they're in league and that they might understand the representation that's on the ring as an authority. So
I
they
don't
might
think
be.
they like us killing their friends anyway.
Greenskins don't care about that shit. It makes them move up in the authority ladder. They have no friends. They're inherently evil creatures.
Yeah. I don't think I like what we'd end up having to negotiate to get out of here, though.
Okay, then we can just walk out the front door.
Oh, I don't think that's gonna work. But
We could
Oh,
try
I mean, it's
taunting
not.
them.
We will surely all die, but we will die
So-
heroically.
So I did hear someone say, let's go ahead and push some cover outside. You were thinking of just dragging along with us, Durek, but what if we just kind of set up some barricades around this area so that we could actually be outside and shoot at them?
Well, the
more
problem
easily?
is they keep going around the building to points where we can't shoot at them. So we need a mobile system more than a...
Right, but the more we can push them out, the better. Anything to make them not want to be here.
We could try taunting them.
And we're still technically up the side of a mountain anyway. There's only so many angles they can come from.
Well, no, the idea being that if we ever want to leave, that they have entire open field to run at us from, and we will never get a good distance away from them. Whereas there is nowhere else. That's the point of it. If we form a barricade here, good, great. We have a barricade there. It's not going to do us any good. We'll be able to look 90 degrees right and left.
That's more than the small cone we have right now.
Well, I would argue then that we just bust a hole out to the second floor instead of trying to break out the roof so that we can just look outside. It's probably
Yeah.
going to be easier to break a hole in the wall.
yeah,
That actually is pretty sensible. So if we can break out a side that they're not looking at and they're not circling around, we could probably try to escape that way before they get back here.
Yeah, I mean, like, two of us could pick up a desk and just start ramming it at the wall.
Yeah, or use your swords or whatever. Yes.
Sure, GM suggestion. Start ruining your swords. Got it.
I
well,
mean,
there's
hell,
tons of goblin weapons around here anyway.
And
We
we
can
do
just
have
use
3
them.
helping hands as well, plus the dwarves, plus the rest of us.
By the way, how many bows did these guys have?
Yeah, there's lot of
Quite a
goblin
few.
loot we need to inventory.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, quite a bit.
Mind designating what each of them would have in general, and then we just multiply by 6.
They had a sword, shield, and a short bow, and that was multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Getting it off the mountain, that's going to be a little different. 10,
Right.
11, 12, 13, 14. 14 total, not
Okay.
including the leader's sword and shield. So 15.
Are these shitty shields, or because I'm thinking I might want to have one to supplement the buckler?
Yeah, they're shield 2s, but they are ugly, and they're painted with the device of the goblins, which is the gaping maw.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for indulging that, by the way. But yeah. So let's try to break a hole through the side.
Oh, wait.
All right, first floor or second floor?
How many arrows, too, by the way?
Second floor is what we said.
Oh, they have probably.
These you'd
Oh,
need.
yeah.
200 goblin arrows.
150 to 200 arrows. Yeah, we'll say 200.
Okay. This is like not a bad little arsenal, so it's like
I have a bow, and I can actually have a bonus to shooting people at range now. So I'll be looking up that while we break down the door. Break down a wall. If we can get out of here, all the better.
All right, so what's the plan? First or second floor?
Second floor.
Second floor. Okay, and you start getting some of the goblin swords and whatnot and start trying to pick your way out. It takes, you start it and you start working on it, and nighttime starts falling. You're chunked a little ways through this very thick wall. What kind of food did you bring?
I have 18.
You have 3?
yeah, I've got rations.
We all got. I think most of us have rations.
Okay, mark them down 1.
Okay, 5 left.
Gertrude has any.
Gertrude, take 1 ration.
Drug
Thank you
doesn't
kindly.
either, because you were giving me my rations.
Yeah, Dora didn't bring any either.
Dora, take a ration.
Okay.
This is why I said the food situation doesn't behoove us to stay.
That's okay. I came over prepared.
I mean, unless we start eating goblins.
Okay. I assume you're going to try to work 24 hours a day? try to
Yeah,
do-
we can start doing shifts and getting some sleep in and keep trying to break it down.
All right. And the doors down at the front are closed or open?
Closed.
Closed. Okay. All right. Somebody, let's make it Garrett. Go ahead and roll percentile dice.
Oak
Just straight out of the dice roller.
34.
All right. And morning time comes. You've gotten through probably halfway to 3/4 of the wall. Make another percentile. Let me see here. Let's just do this completely random. One of the goblin swords is busted completely, so you now have 14 swords. And by mid-morning, you guys break through on a wall. Which wall do you want to, up on this first level, which wall are you guys looking at breaking through? Over here?
I'd say, yeah, the back
Over there?
south one wouldn't be bad.
Really? You don't want to do the one on the second floor opposite where the door is, so we have a perfect 90-degree view?
Well, he's asking which side on the first floor, because that's where we're going to be moving across the map here. We are breaking through the second floor.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, up here.
But it's easier for us to designate without moving across to the other map.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying up. Hold on, let me arrow. I'm saying
Which
here.
side of the build?
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
there you go.
completely across, so that way we can look out on the second floor and see the side of the building we can't see from the first floor.
Okay. So the direct back.
All right. So you break through by mid-morning, and you start forming up forging it into a hole big enough for you guys to come out. Did anyone bring rope?
We're not talking about jumping out the hole.
Ah,
No one has
okay.
ever said anything about escaping that way. We're just using it to
Right.
look.
I have, but yeah.
That's insanity. From
Right.
the guy who's willing to walk out the front door, that is even more insane.
So if anything, we actually needed a much smaller hole than that than you would imply. We're just making like an arrow hole.
Well, I mean, probably more one that somebody could at least stick their head out of if we wanted to get a look-see.
Okay, and you look, and as you're looking here on this hill, which is actually a rise up, you're looking now down on the forest that you guys walk through and where the farmsteads are off in the distance. You don't see any wolves, any war grottos.
Well, we can always step outside and see how many arrows get pin-cushioned into us at some point. It's possible they've gone and gotten bored and gone to sleep.
Or it's an ambush.
I could roll intuition to see what I think about this, maybe. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Sure. I don't have a whole lot. Ah, they've gone already.
Can I also make a roll?
Can we all try to roll intuition to see?
It's perfectly safe, guys. Why are you doubting me?
Yeah, you
Press
know,
X to doubt.
you don't know what they're up to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll open the door and walk outside.
Okay, you walk outside. Off in the distance, you can see the mine entrance. Past the mine entrance, there's forest on the downslope, a good 1,000 yards off, about a mile off, and the Black Peaks are up on your left as you're looking around. You don't see any goblins, but go ahead and make a perception.
Real quick, before I do get ambushed by this failed perception that I will make.
Mhm.
Night's rest. How much would I get healed back for resting?
Yeah, how much wounds?
Oh, make a endurance plus 20. Both of you. Anyone who's wounded.
Ah,
Skill I'm still good at.
You get 2. You get your
Critical.
toughness bonus -2. Evo. Lady, you get your toughness bonus -2. So, I'm sorry, that's you, Lady. Evo, you get your toughness bonus +3. And Durak, you get your toughness bonus +5. Wait a minute, how do you have some 80 endurance?
You said plus 20.
Yeah, that's right.
I have
Yep.
60 endurance plus 20.
Yep. So,
Aha!
all
That's
good.
all my damage is gone. I'm full.
I am
Yeah.
almost full.
Right as rain.
Endurance, you say?
Yeah, endurance +20.
I gotta find the skills.
Alright, now time to fail a perception check.
You never know.
No, I knew. I knew it. I said it.
There's numerous rocks and crags and various other things. As this tower, which kind of sits on this hill and dominates the surrounding area, there's numerous rocks and whatnot that they could be hiding around.
It's that moment from Princess Mononoke. They're all rock-colored tarps. I mean, I'm going to keep on walking out here, just taking a look
Not
around.
bad pull.
Okay, how much did Gertrude heal from the arrow shot?
What'd you roll? 3 plus your toughness bonus.
Okay. That looks like
All
I
right.
got it all.
So you are now walking. How far away from the building?
I mean, as far as I can get.
Eh,
As far as I can get
okay.
until something happens. I mean, if that happens to be till the next town, then so be it.
You're 50 yards off, away from your way off map. So you're 50 yards off. You're in the middle of pretty much an open area. And if you continue walking just straight this direction, you'd end up walking towards the mine itself.
I mean, I'd
You know,
probably just
I don't
walk.
think he knows where he's going.
I mean, I'd probably walk in the direction we came. So, I mean, unless
You
we
came from, that's back towards Grisdenwald, that and actually north. The mine is this way, and the area around is rocky outcroppings,
right,
and
just
otherwise just not a whole lot of vegetation.
just assume that I start walking back the way we came and don't stop unless something's happening. Worst case scenario, I get back and I can bring help.
All
Best
right.
case scenario, I get into a fight and I kill some goblins.
All right, Durok's walking off, and he's gonna go die if we don't.
Well,
go support.
no, here's the thing, though. This might be a lost cause fallacy. If they know that there's a bunch of other people in here, they might be holding out to kill all of you versus coming out just to kill one guy and proving that they're still around. So if they're laying a trap, they might not set off the trap for just one person.
Right, but then we're trapped without a Durok.
Well,
So I'll look at Lady Dive and go, do you think it's time to move out?
getting stuck in the middle of the field like that, they could just shoot us until we die. I'm kind of.
Well, I hope you're a better shot. And I'm going to go up. I'm going to share some equipment with the other three. So that they each have a sword, shield, bow, and right now.
So you're going to try to hoof it back?
It's looking like that unless someone thinks it's a terrible idea. We should just let Durok walk away and see what happens.
It is a classic ploy to let at least one group of scouts go past before you ambush the rest. There is
But
that.
then he can go back.
Now,
could
if you
try-
want to play true Warhammer as Durok's going left, you guys all go right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
That's
thing is
true
that
Warhammer.
I'm heading back towards the way we came, so if you guys head right,
Right.
I have no idea where you're going.
No, it doesn't matter anywhere but here.
We could at least try and do like some kind of overwatch from the entrance. See if we can spot the ambush before he does.
Yeah, maybe one of us can keep an eye out and then just keep going.
Maybe we can bring. Maybe now is actually time to bring out that whole barricade plan.
Well, it's time for us to get moving.
So what's the plan now?
Well, we have at least our 3 peasants. They can haul one of the beds so that we have a barricade to bunker down with in case we need to. They're also armed in case they end up getting point blank and need to defend themselves, or if
So,
they don't run, of course.
You're carrying a bed?
The
We're
3
just-
of them will be.
It's basically police.
I like my bed.
Well, it's gonna keep you safe a little longer. If we get it back to town, it's yours.
I don't know why we're bringing it though. It's not that good of a bed.
Well, it's enough wood to keep. It's enough wood to potentially. Well, it's enough wood to stop an arrow.
Oh,
It's all that matters to us right now. The 3 of you will be in charge of hauling it.
but
And
I'm gonna get tired.
it's only a few miles to town, and we won't need it after.
Only a few miles? Are you
Okay.
kidding me?
We'll take it 1 mile, and then we'll leave it behind.
Yeah, if we don't. Yeah, if we make it.
All I need. This is a life or death situation. We need your help. Ma'am, please, just bear with us for 1 moment longer.
Okay. Durak, as you're heading the other way, back towards town, you hear from ahead a wolf's howl, and it is answered from another one short distance away, and then a whole slew of them start back towards the mine area, and you're hearing a bunch of howls now.
Cool.
All right, so Durak, are you going to wait for them, or are you going to keep going 50 yards?
Well, I have no
How
idea that
far?
they were coming, so I'm gonna keep walking. It's not like I'm traveling at such a huge speed. I'm just walking.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess we're trying to pull the bed with us, and we're going out.
Okay. Let's see.
Yes,
First
this
of all,
is a dumb idea, but
I don't want to leave.
Do you all want to just stay in here then?
no, it's a dumb idea in a situation where there are no good ideas remaining. So yeah,
So last call, in or out?
we're going. I'm
Okay.
going.
Yes, we're going.
All right,
I
we're out.
suppose.
And we're heading west away from everybody.
all right. So, let's see. Who am I missing here?
Oh, we can try to
Lady?
get to the fortification.
And Durak. Okay. And now
Again,
we've got
if we
the two.
expect them to be charging out from the mine and to try and get pincer attack Durak, then we at least have that going for us. We could maybe take out some of them.
I have an actual bow. Lady Typhane does as well. We have a sling. These fine folk can go ahead and pop up behind the bed to take a shot too if they really want.
As can I.
Then we have a range fight on our hands, and we have cover, and they have mobility. Let's see what happens. I'm going to suggest, though, if you take a look at the Grisenwald area, we're not going to go all the way north. We're going to break off of that path and head towards the village to the west.
You mean the farmstead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because even if they don't like us and don't let us in, that is still going to be enough of a deterrent. So if we can make it there, we're safe.
All right. So, I take it this is about right with Durak somewhere in the distance, correct?
Do we want to have door conjure noise at a distance to try and let Durak know what we're trying to do?
A sound that can be heard many hundreds of meters away. Surely
No,
that
it's
won't
just-
alert the bad guys.
No, it's a sound. Well, the whole point of the spell is that he can make sounds from a distance.
He
So
can
hopefully-
cast Murmured Whisper. Cast your voice at a point within willpower yards, regardless of line of sight. Your voice sounds from this point, and all within earshot will hear it.
So that's what, 50-something yards?
Yeah,
That could work.
Well, I mean, I'm saying that if I'm hearing the wolves, that means the wolves are within earshot of me, meaning that if you make a noise that I can hear, that they will be in earshot as well.
Well, I meant like a wolf howling is presumably a lot louder than a murmured whisper.
Okay, Lady Tefane, what is the range of your weapon? 50, right? You can make a long range. Let me look at ranges here real briefly. Hold on. Range. Medium, long, extreme. Okay, so you have a. Do we lose someone? There we go. So you can fire up to 100 meters. Past 100 meters, that's extreme. And generally, that's an automatic miss unless there's some extenuating circumstance.
Extreme range range is a -30, though she can get a small bonus to counteract that from taking an aim action.
Yeah, +10 or +20. It's +20, I think, for an aim.
+20.
Yeah. And I thought I read something about fighting at extreme. Let me see about range combat. Yeah. All right. So, so you want to go ahead and make a shot at extreme? What you're seeing right here, and Durak, you're, let's just say, 50 to 75 yards ahead of them. As you guys start coming out and away from the tower, you've gone a little ways towards the forest and towards Grisdenwald. The wolves start howling, and you see wolves coming from the direction of Grisdenwald, about 4 of them. You see a few coming out from behind the tower towards the northwest side. They were hiding in the rocks, as well as the goblins. And you see the rest are coming from the mine area. And they all seem to be converging on your spot.
Okay.
I'm back.
Definitely not heading straight into them, I would hope. But, like I said, heading towards the farmstead.
All right, so you're heading towards the farmstead.
Yep,
Bed?
and hopefully we can put the bed up against that direction so that they yeah, that might actually cover all directions then.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Where they're
All right.
coming in like this.
Yeah. Yeah, roughly. They're actually coming from here, here, and here.
Okay.
So this way, that way, and this way. Lady Tefane, you can take a shot at 150 yards.
Okay. I can use a crossbow if, yeah, since we've got them and that goes further.
Yep, go ahead and take the crossbow.
Okay, and somebody can reload it for me.
I'll reload it for you, because I won't be
Okay.
any good until they're within 20.
Fire away. Okay, so that was your. Oh, okay, hold on. That would have been a -30, which is
Oh.
just a miss.
But +20 if she aims, so
Yeah, she did.
-10.
Yeah, she didn't aim though, unless you want to, and then
I
you're gonna have
can,
to
yeah.
reroll. Yeah, so you're gonna take a round to aim,
Okay.
and by the time as they start charging in, let's see. I think I'm gonna have to make this map a hell of a lot bigger. Hold on, so we get some distance. Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, by the way, looks like I'm looking at combat difficulty. Cover is actually a penalty to.
I
being
don't.
attacked.
Nah, I don't play it that way. I do cover in a physical way. So if you are like lying prone, the only thing that can shoot you is the only place they can shoot you is in your head. Everything else is an automatic miss. So I do cover in a more physical way. I borrow from other game systems for that. The idea of plus or minus is D&D-ish. Okay, to your armor class. Now, all right, so there we go. And let's put you guys in the center of all this. And is that about right? Yeah, that's about right. Okay. And down here, there we go. All right. And so did you want to take a round to aim, or do you want to just
Sure,
plug away?
I'll
Okay, so you
aim.
take a round. So by the time they shoot, they're within 100, which is long range. So
Okay.
no modifier other than the +20 for the aim.
Yeah, and go ahead and move closer over to where I am behind the cover.
Here.
Yeah, and also
That
this is a typo then.
is a hit. And let me, that's what I want. Okay, let's bring these guys over. And here we go.
In fact, I suppose we should all probably be doing an aim action. Any of us who have a ranged weapon.
Okay,
So we can get
so
a good hit.
you fire a shot off. The 4 that are in front are now here we go. So at this point, what I'm going to do is this. What's up?
I guess the big question
Yeah,
also be
I
where's
have-
Durok for this too.
Right there, I think. There's a charger in there. All right, so let's see. Yeah, Durok is way up in front, so I'm going to put his character way up in front. Durok, you're looking at 4 wolves closing in on you.
Yeah, I
Did
assumed
you
I
want
was off
to-
map.
Did you want to rush in, rush back to the group, or did you want to just take them on by yourself?
Who do you think I am?
This is all busy.
There.
Your other computer, your computer. All
I
right.
guess Durok has a solo battle against 4 of them.
Or you can run back. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
put
run away
you-
from battle. No, I don't think so. I
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
I see them rushing at me. I've got a bow too. I would fire on them until they got into
Right.
melee, and then switch to my axes.
A dwarf with a bow?
I was a human with a
slayer
bow. I was a human with a bow. I have it on me.
I know, but that's not a slayer weapon.
Yeah,
But,
well,
okay.
you know what? We are living in some weird ass times where I'm a human slayer.
Yes,
Well,
that's
to be
true.
fair, he did technically fulfill his Slayer oath by dying.
Yeah, that's true.
That is a really weird Jon Snow argument, by the way. Well,
That is true.
I took the black. I died. I'm free now. I assume that I would have had to have met Grimnir at some point to, you know.
All right, so let's do this. Now I've got the map really big. And what we're going to do is this. Durak, how long did you guys, how far ahead should Durak be, Garrett? Before you
Earlier
guys
said
decide to go.
50.
How much, 50?
That's what you said earlier.
All right, so we're going to put him about 50 up, which puts him, oops, darn it, which puts him right around here. Now, at this point, what I'm going to do is switch all these to the token. They're not all right next to you yet, Durak. And let's see. Now we got a huge map. So I've got to figure out distances. So roughly 50 puts Durak right there. And we're going to put these other ones over here. So what, did you want to fire a ranged weapon?
Yeah. I see them coming. I take out my bow, notch an arrow, aim, and fire. I mean, depending on their speed. If it looks like they're charging 50 meters a second, then...
They are charging over 50.
Yeah, then
So-
I'll take a quick shot, drop my bow, and pull out both axes.
Okay. All right, so pull out your bow. And you can fire at 100 or around 50. What do you want to fire at? What range?
I have my range listed as 50. That's just what I assumed I could fire at.
Yeah, it is the range of a bow. So, do you want to wait till they're closer? Did you want to?
I mean, I would wait till they're 50 and make the shot and then switch to axes real quick.
Okay, that sounds good. So, go ahead and make your roll. That'll be plus 20.
Oh, I added a plus 10. So that would have been plus 30. But I rolled a 1, so that would have been 75 target number.
It'd be plus 20, not plus 30. Oh, plus 30 because you're intent to
Yeah.
hurt.
So
Why don't you just up your weapon skills on the combat chart by 10 each, since obviously that's
Sure.
always going to
that
come
makes
into play.
sense, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that is 10-point hit. The goblin can oppose with the
Well, no,
shield.
remember that would have been 75.
Oh, 75.
No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, 65. 65. The 10 was already added, so the 20 needs to be added, so 65. Target
All
number.
right. So that's a +6. So that's a 14-point hit, and one of the gobos here takes a